So today I'm making tortilla de patatas, which translates to potato omelet. This is a very traditional dish in Spain, and in the Basque Country it's eaten very frequently because it's so easy to make. So the ingredients are very simple: potatoes, onion, garlic, a pepper, and eggs. Okay, I'm going to start by chopping the potatoes. I like to do 5 or 6 cuts per potato half if you're using large potatoes. First, you start by cutting the top and the bottom off, and then you cut it in half and you lay it flat on the counter. Eliminates some of the juices that make people cry when they cut onions. The Basques use a lot of peppers, different kinds of peppers. In the Basque Country, this was the main source of vitamin C. That's why there's so many different kinds of peppers. I like to use one small one or a half or a quarter of a bell pepper. It just gives a little extra flavor to the tortilla. You want the whole pan well covered, and I use olive oil because it's good for you. And you wait until the oil is hot. So here's my potatoes and onions and peppers. I'm gonna go ahead and put them in there. And if you're making a lot, I suggest you have 2 frying pans going, because you want the potato to be pretty much laying in a single layer on the bottom of your frying pan so that it all gets cooked well. My cousin Yvonne Echevest, she was the owner of the Chateau Basque in Bakersfield. She said that you had to use a whisk to beat eggs because it beats air into it. Okay, so I took some of the oil out and I'm going to pour the egg in. You can pour it in right over the potato. Okay, so if you want to avoid having it stick to the bottom of the pan when you're trying to flip it, I suggest you move it around a bit. So this is probably the hardest part of cooking the tortilla de patatas, is turning it over. So what I do is I go around the edge and I'll stick my spatula in there underneath. Make sure it's not stuck to the bottom. I go all the way around. Make sure I've loosened it all the way around. Okay, now if you're making a really small one in a very small pan, you can actually throw it into the air and flip it that way, which I have done before. But for those less adventurous of us, I just put a plate on top, turn your fire off. Now I'm going to put a little more oil in the bottom of my pan. Give it a couple seconds for it to get hot, and then slide my tortilla back in there. Okay, and for the final and here is the tortilla de patatas. I would probably make a nice salad to go alongside this, and you've got a full meal. You've got your protein in the egg and your carbs in the potato, and you've got veggies and so on.
loaf of bread, a salad, and delicious.
So if you'd like to see more videos about Basque cooking from Euskal Kazeta, please like or subscribe to our channel.